Hello, and welcome to Japanese craft beer reviews. Today we are going to look at some beers from Nara Brewing Company. And this is a beer company that has been around for about 3 years. They didn't start producing right away, but they were founded in July of 2017. And the brewer at Nara Brewing Company is named Namioka Yasunori, and he worked at the Kyoto Brewing Company as an assistant brewer for a while, and then decided to branch out on his own. I think it was pretty much a given that he was going to go out and start his own brewery. And Nara is an area, prefecture in Japan, where there haven't been a lot of breweries established. It's in the central part of Japan, and it's most famous for being the capital area of Japan, approximately 1300 years ago. It's a kind of a tourist spot now with some very old temples, and in fact it has the oldest wooden building in the world, which is called Horyuji, just outside of Nara. And it has the largest wooden building in the world, which is Todaiji, the main temple in downtown Nara, which has a huge cast Buddha. And so it's basically a tourist area. They've got a very nice museum, a historical museum about Nara and art from that time period. So yeah, you're talking a long time ago, 1700s, and or I'm sorry, 780, 700 or so. And in any case, getting back to that, to the beer here, they established themselves in Nara, and I went out there about a week ago or so to their tap room, which is open only on Saturdays and Sundays as of right now. And they had 2 beers on tap, and they were available in crowlers. That's how they were selling them, in 500 milliliter crowlers. So these are 500 milliliter cans that they fill up and then put into a canning machine, spins around and puts the tap on. And so they I got 2 different crowlers, and we're going to review both of them. And I also picked up a bottle which I'm not going to review this time, but maybe later on, and that is this one, which is called Woodstock, and it's a what they call a foreign extra stout, or sometimes called foreign export stout. The most famous example of this is made by Guinness, and it's actually not seen that very often. That's a 7.5%er. This is also 7.5%, and the wood here refers to wood chips that they put into the during the process to try to emulate the wood barrel of a British foreign extra stout that would be aged in a wood barrel and shipped in a wood barrel throughout to the British Empire. But no, today we're going to look at two beers, and they are, first of all, this one called Faust, which is a German ale, and the second one is called Simoon, and it's a single malt, single hop American IPA. So we're going to look at these in order. And one thing about Nara Brewing is they have great label art, all kinds of interesting things. So here we see, this is called Faust, and we see Faust himself, who was basically what back in those days would be called an alchemist, or trying to invent many things, and of course the famous play by Goethe, and it's a story, of course, in European folklore. And sold his soul to the devil. You can see the devil behind him here. And Simoon has a kind of stylized, I guess, a moon of some sort. I'm not really sure what's going on. And Woodstock has, well, you tell me, what's going on here. I see a kind of maybe a kind of stylized pheasant upside down, one with sunglasses, and who knows what else. But in any case, they have great art, and I'm not sure who does the art for them. But yeah. In any case, I stopped in there a couple weeks ago, or a week ago or so, and talked to the brewer and asked him, how's it going? How are you doing? And his reply was bochi bochi, which is the Kansai expression for not really so great, So, yeah, his brewery may be having trouble. I don't know. They had only 2 beers for sale on tap and 1 beer in bottle on tap for sale. So, but I hope they're doing well, because he is making all sorts of interesting beers, and I hope he continues to do it. Okay. And now, here is the second beer from Nara Brewing Company, and it's called Nara Brewing Simoon, and in English it might be pronounced Simoon. In Japanese, when I checked on their website, they were calling it Simoon. This is a single malt, single hop American IPA, or what's called a smash IPA. And so, as you can see here, it is 6.3%, 39 international bittering units, and as they write it here, this is the way that single malt, single hops are labeled as a smash IPA. And they have a nice little kind of minimalist design for their bottle labels. And so this is, again, 6.3%, 39 IBUs. It cost me 750 yen when I bought it at the brewery, and that is approximately about $7, I think. And it was a crowler, so they filled it up and then put the can on the top, on the canning machine. So the Simoon, and I don't know exactly what the name is, but my assumption is that the SIM refers to Simcoe, and the MO refers to Maris Otter, which is the malt. So you can see here the hop is listed as Simcoe, and the hop is Maris Otter MO. So I assume that's what it is, but I do not know. In any case, let's give this one a go, shall we? Simcoe is a beautiful hop. Yeah, perfect for IPAs. Okay, so it is a kind of very lightly hazy, sort of kind of dull coppery amber. Put it through the light here and see what we get. Carbonation, not so apparent through the haze, but there is light carbonation going, about a half a finger of slightly off-white head. Okay. Yeah, so the aroma definitely has a Simcoe kind of green weediness. It smells almost like a blender of ground up harsh weeds. And there's some caramel backing, I think, very light. I don't want to say caramel, but some light sweet malt behind it. This is very pleasant. Light maltiness. Maris Otter is a nice, clean, mild malt. It's used a lot in It's a British malt, so it's used a lot in British ales. And some brewers, for example, Baird in Japan, use Maris Otter in a lot of their beers. In fact, most of their beers. But other brewers don't tend to use it as much. But this allows, the Maris Otter is light enough, and it allows the Simcoe to really shine here. Nice, mild, very gentle sort of fruitiness to it. Stone fruit, maybe light apples. It doesn't really reach a level of strong bitterness. It goes up in mid-palate and then sort of fades out, and there are not really major bitter tracks at all to this here, but it's a very pleasant, kind of light IPA. Very nice, nicely done. So if you're interested in what Simcoe hops are like, how they smell, how they taste in a beer, this would be a good example for you to try. You know, if you really want to find out about that hop, it really does shine in this. So very pleasant beer. Once again, it's called Nara Brewing Simoon, single malt, single hop American IPA, 6.3%. And I think you need to give these guys a go. You may not have heard of them if you live outside of the Kansai area in Japan. They do show up occasionally at beer festivals, and they've had some tap takeovers in various parts of Japan. But they're a brewery that definitely deserves your attention. I hope you will give them a go. Okay, go online and check out their website. That's it for today. Please subscribe to the channel and send me a comment and tell me if you've had Nara Brewing beers, what you think about them, and I hope you will subscribe to the channel. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.